So here's part 2 of our tournament recap blog. There were 3 players that I liked very much. Riyan Parag, upwards of 550. He's been around for a while, but this was his big breakthrough season. And you looked at him and he scored runs across all conditions. So that was fantastic. Across conditions, across batting positions. I absolutely loved watching Abhishek Sharma. The new age player, if ever there was one, was Abhishek Sharma. And quietly, did you even realize it? I didn't. Sai Sudarshan made more than 500 runs. I saw that partnership that he had with Shubman Gill for Gujarat Titans. And there were 2 such silken, classy, stylish players. And while Sai Sudarshan had done very well last year towards the tail end, especially of the IPL, I thought he grew this year. And that is something that you always want to see. So you could say Shashank Singh and you'd make a pretty good case for him, and Ashutosh Sharma as well. But I like to see people come back and have a big second season too. So loved watching those 2 Punjab Kings players, and I'll be watching out for them very closely next year too. I found 5 players that as the tournament wore on, you looked at them and said, yes, these people have grown. Rajat Patidar started off the season on as low as it is possible to get, with those opportunities in the test match not working out, didn't quite have a great start for RCB, and then boom, 50 of 22, 50 of 23. He grew. He was a big part of RCB's resurgence. Tilak Varma, in a team that was misfiring, when he came out to bat, he exuded calm, confidence. Some time ago, Rohit Sharma said he'll play for India across 3 formats. Tilak Varma grew this year. I've briefly referred to Sai Sudarshan. There were 2 other players. Khalil Ahmed to me has been a frustrating player to watch, because every time you look at him, you see there's so much more to him. Why is he not playing enough? I thought he grew this year, as did Dhruv Jurel. He was fantastic in the test matches against England when he got his opportunity. Didn't get those many, to be honest, with the Rajasthan Royals. But as the season wore along, you could see why Rajasthan Royals wanted to have him in batting in the top 5. So those were my 5 players that grew as the season went along. I'll start with those 2 fast bowlers for the Kolkata Knight Riders. They played at different parts of the innings. Vaibhav Arora at the start, Harshit Rana through the middle and at the back end, and they played a big role in KKR having such a good season. Next year, I'll keep an eye out for those 2. In fact, even in domestic cricket, as the season wears along, you know, the eyes travel towards some names. Those are 2 names that my eyes will travel towards. Then, of course, Mayank Yadav. There's something very exciting about a fast bowler who comes along, but we have to take very good care of Mayank Yadav. I was very excited by Kamlesh Nagarkoti some seasons ago, a couple of years ago with Umran Malik. Either they didn't grow as much as I thought they would, maybe injuries, their bodies, maybe we didn't have the wherewithal, maybe we didn't have the knowledge on how to grow these players. We cannot let Mayank Yadav fall by the wayside, and it should be a project for everybody, right through the NCA, through domestic coaches, players like Umran Malik and especially Mayank Yadav. We have to look after them very well. I liked Abhishek Porel. He might have got his chances a little fortuitously in DC, but again, as the season went along, he looked far more confident. They gave him bigger roles to play. The 50s, 60s started to arrive. He was very good. Angakrish Raghuvanshi got an opportunity because Nitish Rana was injured. As soon as he came in there, we were all heading off to see his performances at the Under-19 World Cup. Did so well as a 16-year-old. Has been doing well whenever he gets the opportunity. But he came in there and you thought he belonged. It's such a touching story that Mohsin Khan has to offer. The fact that we almost lost Mohsin Khan, the cricketer. Came back, maybe not quite yet at his best, but showed glimpses of why he's the player to look after. And Arshad Khan. I'd heard about Arshad Khan when he was at Mumbai Indians, didn't get the opportunity, but he can bat. And we need to grow both facets of Arshad Khan, because the seam bowling all-rounder is worth his weight in gold in India. Ashutosh Sharma just came in and lit up the end overs, that bottom-handed style, big shots up through mid-wicket, and wasn't just a one-inning wonder. So Ashutosh Sharma is the other one I look forward to very closely in the second season. And Nitish Kumar Reddy, such an athlete, a natural athlete, runs very fast between wickets, eats up the ground in the deep, takes some good catches. 1 or 2 moments when maybe his exuberance got the better of him. Went up the batting order as the season progressed. I'd love to see him bowl a little bit more. I hope he never takes that aspect of his cricket lightly. But here is a player that we all must watch very, very carefully. Of the 7 players who played every edition of the Tata IPL, we said goodbye to one, Dinesh, Karthik. So there will only be 6 left. Or will there be fewer? Will Shikhar Dhawan come back? Will MS Dhoni come back? Will Wriddhiman Saha come back? I'm not sure with either of those 3. Shikhar Dhawan has already given an indicator. I don't know if Saha has another season in him. MSD, the enigma always. But I just got the feeling at different times this year's IPL that he was on a farewell tour. That will leave us with just 3. I don't know if Manish Pandey can keep doing enough to get picked every year. We might just be left at the start of IPL 25 with Rohit, Sharma and Virat Kohli. But that's the way it is, isn't it? There wasn't a person anywhere in India or across the world who wasn't applauding Rishabh Pant. It didn't matter which franchise you supported. It didn't matter whether you were for Delhi or against Delhi. You were just for Rishabh Pant. For him to come back from that horrific injury was a success in itself. And you could see that he was short of cricket. He was a little slow to make an impact. But happily, wonderfully, as the season wore along, the impish, the cheeky, the enormously talented Rishabh Pant came to the fore, got almost 450 runs, and everybody was overjoyed for him. So my story of the IPL was Rishabh Pant. So there you are. That was my review of this year's IPL. Did you agree with everything? If you didn't, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Whenever the responses are civil, well argued, it's always a great joy because you sometimes watch the game even more closely than we do. So keep them coming and let's look forward to IPL 2025 because, wow man, this is a great tournament.